let's add that, and that's just taken 15 minutes. And Aid's just bought coffee. Perfect for our trip planning this morning. So I have been making little springtime embellishments. And then just put it into my little taco wrap. Good morning, welcome back to a new weekend vlog. It's Saturday morning and we're heading out for a walk. It's really early, it's before 7, and we thought we'd get up. It's a busy work weekend, so we thought we'd get up and start off with a nice early walk. Aid's just looked at me and said I look very rural. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. My lovely leggings, walking shoes, very attractive.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
We just walked from down there. We're just basically doing a loop. We never come up this end. Usually, I don't think you can see here, there's a little fence, a little wooden fence. That's usually where we stand and watch the planes. There's a little concrete post type thing that we usually sit on, and we watch the planes from that angle. But we've come up here. We were just talking, because when we were younger, this all used to be like a massive, great big soil mound, didn't it? Here, there wasn't a fence, but then they needed to land a plane here for, Aid was just saying, for some movie that they were filming years ago.
No, they didn't need to land it. They were doing a scene here with the plane, and they needed to put it on the disused runway. So they cleared all this, and they've just not put it back again.
Yeah, so it's just stayed clear. I guess it's, though, if they are filming in that, because it is a used filming location, it is quite easy then just to remove, isn't it?
I mean, years ago, this used to be, I mean, there were the two runways.
Yeah.
And you can see, obviously, it's quite a main runway. It's not small either.
It's cool though, isn't it?
For a small airfield as well, it's not a short runway. I can't remember how long the actual main one is.
Yeah, I guess so. It's not too bad.
I think we're kind of at the end of the runway here.
Yeah. Just waiting to see if anything comes in. We just never, ever, ever tire of watching the planes.
It's still quite early.
We watch them from our house, don't we?
But we can see them from a lounge coming
round.
round.
We sit on our sofa and we can watch them.
When they're flying round and they're coming onto finals,
yeah.
Which is where they're coming into land.
Which we really like doing.
Love it.
We love hearing them, we love watching them.
Do you like it when it's the evening and we're sat and it's starting to get dark and you can see the lights?
Yeah, I do.
They turn round.
I do, and sometimes you hear a louder one than normal.
You think, oh.
Because we only get little ones, and you think, oh, I wonder what that is. You get excited.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow today.
It is 6 o'clock. We've been working on kits all evening. We did watch a good movie, didn't we, whilst we were working on the boxes, called Aid's cleaning out the washing, no.
It's back flushing at the moment.
Aid's cleaning out the coffee machine, descaling it. How often do you do that?
Not as frequently as I should.
Every few weeks?
No, probably every couple of months. I should back wash what I'm doing now every week, but I don't.
It affects the strength of the coffee when it needs doing. We watched a movie called No Exit. If you like a bit of a thriller, it was a really, really good movie. What was that on? Disney Plus?
Disney Plus, yeah.
And if you were a 24 fan, it's got David Palmer in it. We do like David Palmer. He's got that special voice.
Yeah, just recognisable wherever he's in.
Anyone else a David Palmer fan?
Yeah.
Anyway, I am going to be making Cajun pasta. I'll give you a peek at what we're doing. I usually do chicken Cajun pasta. Today I'm just doing veggie, and I'm going to be bulking it out with extra veg and slightly less pasta, just so it's lower on calorie. So I've got my pasta. We usually do a linguine, Aid's asked for penne, whole onion I'm doing, mushrooms, pepper, garlic. I'm adding broccoli today, which I don't usually add, but I've got loads that need using up. I've got parmesan and normal cheddar. I might just do cheddar and then just a tiny sprinkling of parmesan. Lightest Philadelphia and Cajun seasoning, and I'll be adding wine to this as well. all the veggies except for the broccoli is in the pan, and I'm going to add a little bit of Cajun. This does have a bit of a kick to it, so I'll try not to go too mad. Same as what I usually do, Philadelphia and water from the pasta to make my sauce. Broccoli is in, wine is in, and the cheese has gone in as well. Stir that in. There we go. It's a veggie Cajun pasta. I put marmalade. What's it called? Parmesan on top. And obviously if you wanted chicken or anything else, you could just add that, and that's just taken 15 minutes. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. Aid's making coffee and we're about to do a little bit of trip planning. We started some trip planning for our summer trip this morning in bed, and basically what we were doing, I haven't got my phone here actually, we were on the My Disney Experience app, and we went through the whole of Magic Kingdom looking at every single quick serve and also like the sort of treat kiosk stands, looking at all the menus. There have been so many changes since we last went as a family. Some of our favourites, like Columbia Harbour House, the items that we would all choose aren't actually available anymore. So I highly recommend, if it's been a while since you've been, double check, because you might find that menus have changed, and I think there's quite a lot that have. So there's certain places now that we maybe wouldn't choose as a family, but places that we wouldn't have gone to before now have some really good meal choices for us. Cosmic Rays is one of mine that I always say isn't my favourite. It's large, it's canteen-like, it's too loud for me. I don't like lots of really loud noise. And but the menu choices on there for the four of us are actually really good, aren't they?
Yeah, what's this, sorry?
Cosmic Rays.
Yeah.
And it's going through and just thinking, yep, so I could imagine so-and-so ordering that, and that would be a good one. That's a good veggie option. And so you want to go somewhere that all of you can choose something. So we actually even went through and made lists. And also of all the snacks we want to try, there's Mickey waffles at Sleepy Hollow now, which look really good. So it's going through. And also if you are working to a budget, which we are, you can then budget. And we've even like planned our first day knowing where we would be really excited to eat and what kind of meals we can have, and then you can fit things within your budget. And also because we've done it before where you go out and then you have a quick serve just because you're hungry, and you might just eat chicken and chips, but actually then you can't fit in the treats that you'd really wanted. So I really want to plan things we didn't plan in January, and we didn't even look at the menus beforehand, I think because we just were convinced the trip wouldn't happen, so no planning was done. And then we, on our last day, which we haven't showed yet, we really fancied something like pot stickers. The park was rammed. We ended up making a reservation at the Polynesian and going to eat at the Kona Cafe, and we didn't realise that the Sunshine Terrace, which we'd walked past, which had no queue, sold pot stickers. That would have done us, pot stickers and Dole Whip. And instead we ended up going to the Kona Cafe. It was lovely, don't get me wrong, but we ended up spending about $50 on a meal, which we probably didn't need to, although it was a nice last meal. But so, yeah, do double check the menus. I'm also now going to be working on my packing lists. I've shared these before. These are what I do all my trip planning in. I get them from Paper Chase, and I've been buying them for every single trip. I think I didn't start the first one, that was all on paper.
2010.
2010, I've got one for every single trip. This one I've actually combined with all three of our trips this year because some of the stuff's quite similar. So I've got little clips, so like I've clipped all the January stuff together now. And then I've got the family trip and then the family trip later on. But what I'm going to do today, I've actually grabbed our 2017 trip book. I do have a video where I set these up, and because I make my own tab tops and things, and I'll leave the link down below in case it helps you. I've got like packing lists there. I've done it, like I said, for every trip, all my to-dos. The tabs really help. They're just stapled on. They just make life a lot easier. But it just really helps to know where you are, what you need, and then leading up to the trip, I'll have a list each day. But then also things like meals. I haven't done anything. Again, I've kind of relaxed with this trip, kind of expecting it not to happen, but I know from January that we need to plan, and also from the Disneyland Paris trips. It's really important because the more you research, I think the better the trip will go. Now, the reason I've picked up my 2017 is because this trip was very, very similar to the trip we're going on, in that we're going to Universal first, on to Disney, and then into a villa. So I was going to have a look and see what I've got in terms of packing and things like that, because that's going to really, really help me with my packing list today. Let me know how you plan things. Do you like to really research? Do you like to do things on paper? Are you completely digital? I like paper. It's how I work. It's easy to go back, and I like now having the two to compare. So it's just the way I do it and how it works for me. But let me know how you do things, how it works for you, and if you've got any tips that you can share with your own trip planning. The other thing I was just going to add, we booked the taxi yesterday to and from the airport because we can't fit all the luggage in our car. We have a smaller car now than what we used to. And it's actually, to be honest, working out cheaper. We've got the same price that we were given in 2019, £150 return, which I think is amazing. And I'm just writing it down in my book along with the telephone number of the taxi company. I know I've got it in my phone, but just in case my phone dies or I've lost my phone or something like that, I will always keep this with me. So it's just nice to have a paper copy of everything. Last thing we want is to be standing outside the terminal after a really long flight and the taxi not turn up and me not having the number to contact them. I've also been given the option of paying in full when they take us, or paying it in 2 halves, and I've decided to pay it in 2 halves just in case there's some kind of problem or they don't show. At least then I don't have to try and get money back, so I'm going to pay it as 2 separate payments. And they take card payment as well. And Aid's just bought coffee. Perfect for our trip planning this morning. I'm just coming into the studio to put my journals away, my trip journals. That was a really good journaling session. Trip planning session. I've made so many notes in the bag. I'm getting everything muddled up in the book. I still need to make a Premier Inn list of our first night, but I've got like all my hand luggage and having my previous list. I do want to make a digital list actually, so I can just see each time. But it was also really handy going over the old list, and like it reminded me, like, oh my goodness, I need magic bands on there, ponchos, umbrellas. There's so many things that I'd forgotten about. I don't know if anyone like takes things like shave gel with them, for example, because I know that if you're in and out of water and that, sometimes that can be really, really painful. I had it happen to me at Discovery Cove once and I was so sore. So it's something that we always take with us. Mozzie spray was something else I forgot, and then I thought, oh my goodness, I must add that. So yeah, I love making my list. I always feel like a load's been lifted. So that is done today. That feels really nice, and I'm trying to get together with Louis and Maisie when they're home for Easter at uni to actually go through. It's so exciting because Maisie's never been to the States. She's never been on a plane, and we're so excited that she's coming with us. And I'm also really excited because Holly's planning a trip because our daughter is not coming with us. She's going to be 23 this summer, so she's not a baby anymore, but she's actually planning her own trip. I think she wants to go to Scandinavia whilst we're away as well with her boyfriend. So I'm just so excited that they just both love travel so much. It's something that I grew up with and we've passed on to them, and that makes me really, really happy. So lots of exciting things happening this summer, so let's, fingers crossed, it all works out. Right, I need to start kit packing. I've been sat there making lists and I've got boxes to pack. I feel so excited about the kids coming home this Easter weekend. Aid's just fixed a very, very yummy, I was going to say lunch, but we haven't actually had breakfast either, have we?
I had toast.
Did you? What time is it now?
It's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. I think it's about 7:30. I have had such a productive day. All that trip planning this morning. I've packed 100 kits so far today. And I have filmed an online class. I'll show you that in a minute, and I've just about made dinner. So I have been making little springtime embellishments for you to embellish your pages of your scrapbooks and your journals. Aren't they cute? Just using up loads of bits of scraps and things. So I've been making this. This is a video. It will be up on YouTube by the time this goes out, so I'll leave a link. And then if you are a member of my Patreon community, it would have already happened by the time this goes up, I'm sorry, I've got tomato seed in my nail. I've just been cutting up tomatoes. We're doing a Zoom session, making embellishments together, so we'll all be making them together. I've sent out the Patreon email for everyone to collect up their scraps of bits and pieces, and it will be really, really nice, because I think when you work together as a group like that, you bounce ideas off one another. It's like one big brainstorm session, and somebody does something slightly different, and then somebody else sees it, and then they put their little twist on it. There's something really special about crafting together as a group. I love it. I really do love it, and you'll kind of learn from one another. So I'm hosting that this week. If you are interested in joining my creative Zoom community, it's amazing. The most amazing group of people. I'll leave a link below. I can see lines on my camera. That's really, really weird. I wonder if the lines will appear in the video. I've never noticed that before. Anyway, I have stopped to make dinner, and I completely forgot to record it, and I really wanted to share it with you, but I was just video calling with my dad. So I'll show you what I'm up to. So I am making cheeseburger taco wraps. This is onion and garlic. I've popped in some of the frozen beef mince that I buy from Morrison's. I've added a sprinkle of onion salt, and I've added a sprinkle of garlic granules. I've added a green pepper as well. Mix that all up. A few jalapenos. A good squirt of ketchup with a little bit of water, and some mustard. And that tastes like a McDonald's burger. It is yummy. Obviously, if you're veggie, you can use veggie mince. I'm just making almost like a little bit of a salsa. I've got some chopped tomatoes, a little bit of green pepper, spring onions, a squeeze of half a lemon, and I've got salt in there as well. I did also add a little squeeze of ketchup for the sweetness. This is going to be so good. And I am going to heat up some mini wraps. I really love these. These are from Lidl, and they make really good, because they're much smaller than normal wraps, and they're a little bit like taco size, so these work really great for this kind of thing. And we've got a bag of superfood salad. Lots of like what's in here? I think spinach, rocket, watercress, all the goodies. I think there's some beetroot leaves things in there as well. I'm just toasting the mini wraps on my skillet, and in this skillet I've just had some cheapy old burger cheese, and I'm going to let that melt over the top. This smells absolutely delicious, and I've put it I've toasted these, and I've folded the little wraps. We've got the cheeseburger, and we've got the tomato salsa, and the superfoods salad. Should we go and eat this? It looks really good, doesn't it? And Aid's going for the full burger experience by adding a gherkin on the side. And then just put it into my little taco wrap. I think this looks really cool. We're just about to take a cup of tea to bed. We're watching Split at the moment. And the series, I don't know what it's on. What is that Split on? BBC. Oh, BBC. The cheeseburger taco wraps were so good. We ended up coming in, and I toasted off a third wrap. They were so delicious, weren't they?
Yeah.
One of the best things I've ever made. Highly recommend.
I have. Oh God, sorry.
If you don't like mince, do a veggie style. What were you gonna say?
I was about to say, I'm not sure if you included it earlier about me adding a bit of gherkin in there as well.
Yeah.
I love the jalapenos in with the beef. That was so nice. But I put a bit of gherkin in mine as well. So if you like gherkins, added that as well.
If you don't add it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to bed. I'm still coldy. Can you believe it? It's been 3 weeks now. Anyway, good night. By the way, I bought this dress off Amazon this week. £9.99. It's like t-shirty fabric. And it's really comfortable. I've had this on now for goodness knows how many hours today, and it's just super comfy. And it's got cute little pockets. I really like it, and it comes in different colours as well. I'll leave the link below if anyone is interested. And I'm wondering, is it a travel day outfit? I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But I've decided that leggings aren't a travel day outfit. I ended up feeling claustrophobic. I think I want a dress and a cardi. And I do like this one, it's really cosy. And in case you're interested, I've just made this week's menu. Frittata, roasted veg tomorrow, salt and pepper chicken and rice, new recipe. Paprika chicken casserole, that's a new recipe, both found on Pinterest tonight. Kids are home, so grilled salmon, roasted veg on Thursday. Wraps Friday, Saturday we're out, and I'm doing a roast dinner on Sunday. That's this week's meal plan. And there's another video I forgot to finish, so thank you very much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Let us know if you're doing any trip planning at the moment, and give the cheeseburger taco wrap a go. It's so easy and so delicious. We absolutely loved it. Thank you so much. Have an amazing week. I'll see you soon. Bye.